Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well this week. Just wanted to go over a few items from last week, this coming week, and then also some from our quiz. So let me hop back to week 3 here. So last week we talked mainly about marketing, but also about the role of the patient as a consumer. So different than just patient being patient, taking the orders of the expert physicians, etc., but more of the patient being a consumer and how that impacts patient care, bringing the family into focus as well, etc. So, and again, in this class, we're just touching on these concepts, but you'll have, when you take the concepts classes, which are 2300 and 2350 in the HSAM set of classes, you'll get some additional info in these areas, and then some of the classes like marketing, law and ethics, etc. You'll take an entire class in that if you're in the HSA minor, or sorry, in the HSA major, and if you're in the minor, you'll have the option to take certain specific classes. So we're just trying to give you a taste of things here now to begin to understand how many aspects there are within health administration and how important health administration is to the clinical setting. Oftentimes if we don't understand the management leadership side of things, we may think that the doctor is the most powerful person, or the patient is the most powerful person, etc. So we're trying to show you how important the various administrative aspects of healthcare are, and how you can really make a difference in people's lives, not just by being a clinician, which is obviously a great way to make a difference in people's lives, but also by being a good administrator and making sure that those folks in those clinical settings have everything they need to do their job effectively, efficiently, and ethically. So that's really the role of the healthcare administrator, and it's very important, obviously, in today's world. The grading for last week, I had some issues with the case studies. I hadn't gotten everybody's self-and-peer assessment back. I'll talk about that more in just a second. But it's important that you complete those, you complete them accurately. You list all of the people in your group on your self-and-peer assessments, and provide me detailed information. So I'll talk about that again in just a minute. So for week 4, this week upcoming, we're talking specifically about information technology. And if there's anything in healthcare that is growing exponentially right now, it's infotech areas. So data analytics, big data, as we call it, information governance, knowledge management, all sorts of things in that area. So some readings that are a little more up to date than perhaps the text, although the text in this class is very new. So the information in there is detailed as well. And then this week we're going to have our discussion back into the Flipgrid area. We're going to make an infographic. So if you're not aware of infographics, if you've never made one, they are a one-page pictorial representation of some sort of info. So the areas that I want you to focus on are electronic health records, so it can be just one benefit, like the benefits of them, or it could just be one aspect, like the benefits of them, challenges, how it helps patients, how it helps organizations, how it doesn't help, etc. The future direction of information technology in healthcare, so as you're doing your reading and seeing what's coming up, maybe some thoughts on that, or the use of knowledge management in healthcare, and there's an article above about that, etc. Don't buy an infographic package to create this. There are plenty of free resources. So Easily, Venngage, and Pictochart are all listed here. I know specifically in Venngage it won't let you download a file, but you can upload your file for free to their community page and share the link with me. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. I think Pictochart or Easily, or maybe both of them, will allow you to download a low quality file, and that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. You'll just need to have something to upload of your infographic. If you are a Mac user and you use Pages, I think that there are some great resources for infographics in Pages as well. So these 3 options here on the screen, those are the types of things that you can use, but they also have paid portions like Easily Pro or whatever. Don't feel that you need to use that. Just use some of the free options that are available out there. And then we have our quiz, and obviously this Ed puzzle. I did want to go back to week 3 here for a second, though, and talk about week 2. Talk about the self-and-peer assessment. So anytime we do a group project in the HSAM classes, so you'll see Dr. Hampy, who is the program director, and Dr. Frendak as well. They will typically have you fill out this form when you are doing your group work. So I'm just going to pop open the form, the blank form from the classroom. Oops, it's going on the wrong page. Let's see. There. Okay, hopefully you can see that here now. So it's a self-and-peer assessment of group projects. In this section here, you're going to put your own name and you're going to rate yourself from 0 to 5 in those areas. Moving down are your peers, so all of your other folks in your group, and you're going to again rate them on a 0 to 5 rating, and anything that is a 0 or a 1, I expect to see information about why you are choosing that. We received some folks didn't submit their self-and-peer assessment, but I think that equated to their work on the group project. So that that makes sense to me. Some people accidentally, I'm hoping, uploaded a blank form, so we can't do that either. And then some people just listed themselves and didn't assess anybody else. So make sure that you do these. It does impact grading. It did impact grading in this group 2 or week 2 assignment, and I was waiting and hoping to get some additional info from people, but never did. So those have been graded and are up. We do have another group assignment, I think, in week 5. Let me click over to make sure. Yeah, we do have another group assignment in week 5, different groups, so be aware of that. And there may be some overlap because there's not very many students in this class. But and then again, we have our self-and-peer assessment. So please make sure that you do that. It really does impact your grade and others' grades. And it's not fair, as I had mentioned, I think in week 2 when we did a review, it's not fair for someone to receive full credit for someone else's work that's been submitted. The expectation is that everybody gets together, works on this as a group. Just having one person do it all and then passing it around is really not acceptable and not what we're going for. And you also, I've seen some groups say, like for example, this is one of the ones where I see this happen. We're going to look at the case study, which is in your textbook, and then you're going to answer questions 1 through 6. So I've seen some people say, okay, I answered 1, I answered 2, I answered 3, divvying it up that way. That's an okay way to start, but the expectation is this is a group assignment. So if Bob has different thoughts on the assignment overall than Susie, and I see an answer to question 1 and an answer to question 2, and they're conflicting and they don't make sense together, I will know that everyone just did their own question, uploaded it, and they went from there. So the point of a group assignment is not to spread out the work, it's to get people to come together and go, and achieve, compromise on their differences on different answers to questions. So please do that. That's the point of these. When you get into the healthcare setting, if you're a clinical person, you're going to be working in a team. You're going, if you're a nursing student, you're going to have your charge nurse or your head nurse. You're going to have your patient care techs. You're going to have physicians. You're going to have folks from other areas like PT, OT. You're going to have dietary. There's so many people. We need to learn to work cohesively in a team. And if you're on the health admin side and that's your major, it's critically important that you have the ability to work within a team. No person stands alone in healthcare administration. Even the CEO, the best CEOs are those that hire an excellent team to be around them. So everything is very team-based in healthcare, from the top of the ladder with the CEO down to the teams working to maintain adequate facilities, cleanliness, all of that stuff, and everything in between is very team-based. Due to the nature of our work, we need to be providing the best care to our patients at all times. And so if we can't work in a group in a classroom, we're not going to be a good, you're not going to play well with others in the work world either. And so that's really important. Okay, so let's take a look at the quiz questions from last week. So first question, marketing can be defined as. So the answer here was all of these are correct. A was activities to satisfy a customer's needs. Yep, that's what we're trying to do, is to show customers that we have things that will satisfy their needs and even their wants, not necessarily just their needs. Advertising, promotion, and selling, that's something that most people see marketing as. Approaches to create, communicate, and deliver value in selected markets. And what you'll see with marketing is it's all about value add. What can we do to deliver value to a customer? So if I'm Hospital X and we have Y and Z in town as well, what can I do to communicate to my customers that Hospital X gives you more value than Hospital Y and Hospital Z? And in value, we're not just saying, oh, they're cheaper. I'll pay a premium price for a premium product. That's how most people think. If they want to buy, maybe they'll go to an expensive restaurant for dinner, maybe for a holiday or for a celebration, and they'll pay more for dinner, but they expect a better product. So that's really what is in healthcare as well. It's not about pricing, it's about value. And then activities to satisfy customer needs, advertising, promotion, and selling. So all of those were correct. Next one, hospital marketing manager can segment the market by. So segmentation and targeting is very important in marketing. We can't just market to everybody all of the time. So marketing managers will look to segment the market and then target people within those markets. So we could segment the market by the products and services we offer. Maybe we have women's wellness center. Maybe we have a strong sports medicine area. We can target based on those areas. And I think in the discussion last week, you saw and talked about some of that targeting, target marketing that we saw, targeting those like sports in particular. If a facility can treat a professional athlete, they sure can treat you as well if you are the person that goes out and runs marathons or plays baseball or whatever it might be. Choosing a select group of customers. So it could be people that you've treated in the past in a select group and you're marketing to them. Or the characteristics or needs of various groups. So again, by targeting those people that need certain things, like targeting new moms for pediatric care, maybe people that you already have involved in your childbirth classes and those types of things. They need pediatric care sometime soon, so targeting to those people. So all of those, segmenting those markets are all true there. So the answer here is all of these are correct. Last one, I think, strategic healthcare marketing seeks to satisfy customer needs through profitable relationships by creating, communicating, and delivering blank in selected markets. And the other question kind of answered this question. If you got that one right, you probably got this one right as well. But delivering customer value. Marketing is really all about value add. What value do we bring that our competitors do not bring? We are bringing you value because we have the best surgeons, we have the best physicians, we have products that other people don't have, etc. We have won awards in these areas, that kind of thing. So bringing value to healthcare consumers is really key at this point. So I think that's it. So let's hop back to the classroom. Any questions on the infographics, those types of things, please feel free to reach out, call, text, email, and I'm happy to walk you through it. And again, with this infographic, please do not pay for something to make the infographic. There's lots of free options out there. Just use the freebie option. If you are confused on how to submit it, like if you've got it on the screen and you can't figure out how to submit it to me, just send me a note or call or email or call or text, and I will help walk you through that. So I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll see everyone in the classroom. Thanks.